Hello everyone. Welcome to JalVishwa, a decision support tool to select appropriate treatment technology for ensuring sustainable and resilient sewage treatment in your city. In this tutorial, we will look at how to use the technology selection tool to go about decision making. Before that, brief about the decision making framework. Apart from costs, there are several indicators and several aspects or several dimensions of sustainability that need to be kept in mind while we are going about technology selection. And this tool ensures that. So, our objective is to select an appropriate wastewater treatment from several alternatives of technologies that are prevalent in the market. Second step is regarding the scenario selection and its significance. This we will deal with specifically in the subsequent video regarding scenarios and assigning weights based on scenarios. Then identification of criteria and indicators, which is the crux of multi-criteria decision making. So as you can see, there are several criteria or several dimensions from which we have to think about the problem of technology selection. For example, environmental, economic, social, technical, resilience, and circularity potential. So with the growing focus on sustainability and climate change scenario. So it is becoming important to incorporate resilience aspects and circularity aspects in the decision making. After we feed in the different criteria, select the indicators, then data collection and analysis in which for different technologies, we will feed in the data for the selected indicators. And then if we are selecting scenario-based decision making, weighing of criteria needs to be incorporated. And accordingly, multiple attribute decision making, which in the current framework, TOPSIS is one of the commonly used MADM methods. So that has been used in the current framework to rank the alternatives. And this ranking can give a potential decision support to the urban local bodies regarding which among the technologies under consideration are best suited for the given context. So you can also navigate to the technology selection tool from here. Coming to the technology selection tool. The first step involves selecting different indicators. As you can see, several criteria are mentioned here, and under all the criteria, different indicators have been listed. So you can select some of the indicators which are listed here. And you can also add any different, like under every criteria, you can add a different indicator for which you might have information or you think is necessary. Additionally, if you find any other extra criteria that you need to incorporate, then you can add that, and specifically indicators in those also can be added. Let's say climate change mitigation. And then from the existing, let's say I'm choosing capital cost, then ecosystem services, um, acceptability of the technology, um, then among technical, let's say nitrogen, BOD. So this is my list of indicators which I have selected for current analysis. Kindly note, it is better to incorporate most of the indicators since the problem of technology selection needs to be addressed from different dimensions. However, for the sake of the demonstration purpose, I'm selecting only a few of the indicators. The second aspect is scenario selection. Currently, I will select no scenario, and the details of scenario will be covered in the subsequent tutorial. The last step is selection of technologies, in which, let's say, under mechanized treatment technology selection, technologies, I select rotating biological contactors and sequencing batch reactors. And in natural treatment, I'm selecting constructed wetlands. Here also you can add any other technology. Um, let's say I'm unchecking one technology here and adding a new technology. That's some variant of SBR. So if you have any patented technology or any technology provider, so provider who is willing to give data according to the indicators that you have decided to use, then you can add that technology and use it for decision making. So on pressing submit, this matrix will get generated. So in this matrix, the indicators that we have chosen are listed here, and the different technologies which are selected appear here. There's a column for weights and whether we have to indicate whether the selected criteria is a cost or benefit indicator. So let's say capital cost for RBC is, kindly note, for demo purpose, I am just using some representative values. So when you are actually using this tool, you need to carefully go about data collection and use the tool properly so as to get the best results. So ecosystem services, let's say this can be given as a weight. So, sorry. Acceptability, let's say for mechanized treatment is less. Due to aesthetics, let's say constructed wetlands have a higher acceptability. Then bio efficiencies of removal, nitrogen removal, climate change mitigation, since I am selecting no scenario, I can give just one value of weight for all. Essentially, this means I am prioritizing all the criteria equally, and all the criteria will have equal impact in the decision making. Regarding the cost and benefit indicators, so there are some indicators, let's say capital cost. So higher the cost, uh, lesser favorable are those technologies. So in this case, it is a cost indicator, and benefit indicator is the one for whom a higher value will be favorable. So in this case, let's say a technology which has the highest value for ecosystem services. So this will be the most favorable technology. So this is a benefit indicator. Similarly, higher acceptability by the people is desirable. Higher efficiency for BOD and nitrogen removal is desired, and also higher value for climate change mitigation. So except from cost, all others become my benefit indicators. Now, kindly note that if in indicators, among indicators, you use life cycle cost, and if you have already computed values of the life cycle cost for different technologies, then you can feed it as it is here. Alternatively, JalVishwa has integrated a life cycle costing tool, uh, which can compute the life cycle cost specific to that location. So if you want to use this tool, then before going for technology selection, first of all, for every technology, you need to use the life cycle costing tool to individually compute the life cycle cost for that technology, document those separately, and then add those values in the technology selection under the um, net present worth or the life cycle cost component. So this is how you can integrate both the tools. Once this matrix is completed, then you have to generate the technology assessment report. And this is how the technology selection report looks like. So basically, it will give the output in the form of technologies that are most preferred, least preferred, or not preferred. So in this case, as you can observe, the overall scores for the technologies, which can be computed on a score of 0 to 1. So this like 0.48 and 0.57 are not substantially different, and hence they have been categorized as most preferred. So that is how the results for the technology selection are generated through the JalVishwa tool. In the subsequent video, we will be looking how to go about scenario selection and giving weights to the different indicators depending on the scenario under consideration. Thank you.